Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David College with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Texas A&M going quickly. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jeff.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another another sack. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's going to take off. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Running into the open space. Picks up the first down, still moving. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
26-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part.
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he Georgia. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the left side. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got some room, it was over. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
5 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to sling it on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up these.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll go to the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Oh, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field. It with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down coming up. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 4th. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be knocked down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Almost the D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the ground, it's Applewhite. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this drive going to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he's stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Dogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running it to the right. Oh, better look out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets away from one. He's got space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Racing to the right. Defense picks it up. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're...
Turns on the Jets! Oh, my goodness, he's still moving! Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies. And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, he looks short of that play, and quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it.
Breaks into the open. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll run it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Let's go! They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that first.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Aurora. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to